Okay, what's going on? So now you see me. Let's get on to this podcast. Well, today it's going to be another story, like always, telling you about my journey. So let's go ahead and get into it. Hope everybody having a good day. I've been looking for some comments. Nobody give me some feedback because I'm going forward with this thing. So give me some feedback. Give me some comments, some conversations that you might want to have, or just anything. Just kind of participate with me. Okay? So today, I just want to talk about, I'm going to tell this story first. So, when I started working in this factory, and you have to go through HR or ER, whatever you're familiar with, you have to sign up insurance. You got to do a bunch of different things. Well, when I signed up, I did something a little bit different from what most people do. By me being an entrepreneur, by me being new to the area, I didn't really want my finances to be locked down. And if I have to emergency come up, I have to move some money, I need some money for investment, I'd have to get penalized, or, things like that. I basically use my 401k for savings. And with that, I did mine after taxes, fixed. Now, proceeding into this story, I'm just going to explain why that worked for me. And it could work for you if you're an entrepreneur type and you want to do multiple things, to have just in case scenarios, for upset conditions. Well, the background story for me making this decision is this story about John F. Kennedy's father. Right before the Great Depression hit, he was getting his shoe shined, and the shoe shine boy, he wanted to offer him a high tip on some stock. Because, shoe shine boy, he in the vicinity of a lot of shakers and movers, and, he's a popular guy to stop and get your shoes shined and maybe hear some gossip. So he told him the hot tip was that it was a stock tip. Now, the stock tip was some stock that Joe Kennedy already had, that he had already. And with his good thinking, he went and dumped that stock. I'm going to take it he dumped that stock because apparently if the shoe shine boy have it, everybody got it, right? He dumped the stock, and he missed that big upset when the market crashed and the United States went into the Great Depression. He pulled his money out in time. So I always kept that story in my mind. Never forgot it. And when I got to this place where I work, everybody I heard talking, and I guess at the time the market was doing good, was stock, stock, stock. The market doing good. We making money now. The stock doing good. Which that's great and that's cool if that's what you do. What I'm talking about is not for everybody. Some people, they do the 9 to 5, we're going to call it that. They come home and then they live life. Well, for me, from the environment that I came from, some of the circumstances in which I was reared in, and the opportunities available was lackluster. I always was conditioned to have a plan A, B, C, D. You know, I learned that early in life. Because you just don't never know when an upset condition can happen, or, you know, just plain old unexpected. And being a man, I wanted to be consistent in my duties as a man and represent myself as a man. So getting on with this story, so I made my choice here again, opposite what the masses was doing. Fast forwarding, I grind, I worked, I stuffed money into it because, like I said, I could pull my money out by it being before taxes without the 30-40% penalty thing hit me before I'm 59 and a half. And if I had emergency, or if I came into an opportunity to make some money, you know, I wouldn't have to rely on the nod or the okay from the banker to go forward with what I think would be a winner for me. A couple of things did happen in my journey where I had to pull down some of my money for some projects that I wanted to pursue. It worked out just great for me because basically, by me having that ability and having that access, these projects turned out to be more money to be made than the stock market. And that was the beauty of it. I would tell people, man, I'm making more money than the stock market. You know, when people want to kick it around about stock, investments, and you want to talk business, man, I'm making more money than the stock market could give me without depending on somebody else to depend on my future, my financial future. Basically, even till today, I'm still reaping fruit from that move. And sometimes it could be 100 to 200 to 300%, or maybe even more on return that I get. Now, what I do, like I said, it's not for everybody, you know. It's not for the professional consumer. Because there again, you have access to your money, your long-term money. Sometimes that's not good for some people. You know, if it's there, it's just burning their pockets, it's burning their hands. You know, they can't stand it. You know, it's no patience, it's no sacrifice. You know, don't know nothing about it. So it won't last like that. Now, once I got some of these ventures going, well, on my 401k, I upped the ante, like big time. Because some of these ventures where I was able to pay my bills and maintain. And I could take my salary from my job and up my 401k to like 45% of my salary, 40% of my salary. You see? So just that little slight disruption in just being constant and putting this 10-15% into my 401k, having the means to break off and pursue my entrepreneur stuff for a moment, then I'm able to come back and just really just double, triple down, you know. And that was the beauty of it. I personally don't think much of the stock market. The people that do it, the people that's involved with it, I mean, thumbs up to you, that's fine. That's your life. You know, I'm by no means, and am I talking down? Because investment is as individual as personalities and people and circumstances. But for me, the return, the consistency, and the control of my finances, it's hard for me to relinquish that totally to one entity. I have to be diversified in everything that I do. So, from my viewpoint, I want to give you my breakdown of stocks, okay? I just can't see locking my money down, whether it's 401k, IRA, till I'm 59 and a half years old, being a 30, 35-year-old man. Anything could come up. You know, any kind of emergency, any kind of opportunity. And yeah, I know the deal about, you know, if you did it after taxes, you could borrow against it. You know, I'm really not down with me borrowing my own money and paying somebody X amount of percentage to use my own money when I need it. I think young people should have more control over their destiny. Now, this is just for entrepreneurs, people that got that entrepreneurial spirit about themselves. And, I mean, they doing the job and then they trying to make something happen on the side, too, for, you know, backup plan. It's like IRA, same thing. You know, the one I recently looked at, because I got into a conversation with a good friend of mine, and I wanted to understand it myself, where, you know, you got a limit to how much money you could put in it in a year's time, you know, and it's like $6,000. And I think because here in 2022, all of a sudden they just jacked up the limit where you could put $2,500 more in it. You know, with the economy like this, with what's going on with the job cuts happening and this, that, and the other, yeah, I think that'll be in somebody else's favor. But then you can't, your money is locked in without a penalty until you're 59 and a half, or you've had that account for 5 years. You know, I'm just not down with other people using my money to make money, and then the end game giving me my money back and then that's another thing. When you're having this conversation where you into this, and you know, people gonna say, oh, in average, you know, it'll give you 10% on your return. It'll give you 15% on your return. You know, they got it all down. But ain't nobody guaranteeing you 10%, 15%, 18% on your money. They're giving you a thereabout to pull you in. Basically use your money. Now, I think it's cool to direct deposit from your paycheck and just let it disappear out of your face and just go straight into a savings that you don't have access to. But for what I'm talking about, it takes a lot of discipline. So that's not bothering you over there because it's sitting over there, you know? And I mean, everybody don't have that. For any sort of entrepreneur, I highly recommend it. It has served me well, you know, because all my life I've been looking for a niche. You know, when the niche come, it's right there in front of my face. You know, I don't have to have nobody's permission to make my move on my niche. So, like, even right now, you know, I'm way past that now. The money, you know, I'm just doing my deduction into my 401k, you know, riding the wave into retirement like it ain't even there. Because just having an opportunity to invest into something that I believe in and that I could control other than my job, other than the stock market, is serving me well. I'm no millionaire, you know, I'm not rich, you know, to what I consider rich. I could pay bills, I could take care of my needs, got a roof over my head. You know, things like that, that's important for me. What's important to me is, if God say the same, for me to be 67 and 80, and I could take care of myself. You know, not going into my 70s or my 80s, and I'm juggling money, keep a roof over my head, kind of cramping my lifestyle on what I like to eat, you know, just to make it till the next deposit come in, you know, the first of the next month. You know, I choose not to live like that. I mean, I ain't nothing wrong with it, but it's just like I say, I choose not to live like that. I'm sacrificing. Even to the day, I'm sacrificing. Even to today, I'm making money off moves I made 9 years ago, you see. So basically, this has kind of been on my mind. This is like a short version, because I know some of my other podcasts, I've been testing the water. So even for you to see me now, though that has been feedback from people that their opinion mean a lot to me. And it was a suggestion, so I'm trying it. Me in the past videos with my props, I was hoping that the message was more important than seeing the messenger. And I'm gonna continue doing some of that every now and then. Give me some likes, subscribe to me and support me. Make some comments. Ask me some questions. You know, we can help each other. I'm not sitting here like I'm an expert on everything, because I'm a lifetime learner. I'm always open to learn new things. I'm always open to hear different points of view. Maybe it's something I haven't thought about. So I'm game for that. This is a short talk, so I hope you enjoyed it. And until the next time, we'll see you. Bye.